arena, Pakistan's #1 Mohammad Asif and his opponent, a former ranking finalist, Greene.
Yeah, there's a real international flavour to the shootout, and Mohammad Asif, he's on the tour. Gone on through the Asian Q School, representing Pakistan. He's twice IBSF World Amateur Champion. And Greene, of course, very experienced, represents Northern Ireland. Greene is going to win this leg.
Greene has won the leg and will break.
He's been 3 times in the last 16 of the shootout. It's Mohammad Asif's debut in the tournament. Yeah, he's had a fine amateur career, obviously relatively late to turn professional. He's 40, but that's a terrific red to start with. What he has got is experience.
One.
Yeah, terrific. What a first ever shot in the shootout, wasn't it? Brilliant pot. And coolly rolled in the brown. Kind of, as I said, you know, he didn't overplay the brown there, so he straight off the bat, clever player. And he's going to have to be, because Greene, he's been around the block more than a few times. He knows the game inside out. Time served professional as Jerry. So his job, for the time being anyway, is to work the opening, and Mohammad Asif just try to keep things at bay, keep things quiet for a couple of minutes if he can.
Already seen, of course, Brazil's Victor Sarkis, successful earlier on, got quite emotional afterwards. A Moldovan player won earlier, as we were saying, so it's been some interesting results from countries you don't associate with snooker. It's very popular in Pakistan. I know World Snooker Tour, their social media, particularly Facebook, they have huge following in that part of the world. It's a shot of experience there.
Got to hit a cushion, just about. Now that's a really nice shot, that, isn't it? I mean, talk about buying yourself, or sort of, you know, working yourself out of a problem. That was excellent. Now, good cover this looks like, doesn't it, for Gerard, by use of the yellow. So if anything, he's got a bigger problem to deal with this time round. There's not a lot of cover in bulk, is there, if he chooses to go the long route? Got to get some cover, and he hasn't got it.
One. Eight. Nine.
No, so what does he have in terms of the bunch of reds? Not a lot, but does he want to play forcefully and disturb them? No, I see, that's a kind of standard thing about the shootout. You don't go
16.
into the reds unless you absolutely have to. These can be missed. Back up for blue as they play in behind the two reds. Yeah, but those can be missed. And this is cuttable.
Greene
And
16.
it's a natural into the pack. I think he's got to go. This is a calculated gamble. Plain ball. Yeah, I like the plain ball into the pack. He played it like he was trying to avoid them.
Well, he got lucky. He didn't leave that red on.
Similar thing here. Just forget the cue ball. Try and get the pot and let the cue ball take its path. Brilliant shot. Unlucky.
1.
Very much in this, though. Just 10 points in it at the halfway stage.
Mohamed Asif 1.
Yeah, didn't get too close. So now Gerard Greene with another opening.
One.
Yes, and so the pink going on the brown spot. Unless the black gets shifted, of course.
7.
So let's have a look then. 17 the game, far corner with the red. Ah, good pot. Took a bit of pressure off it by hedging bets into baulk. So Brown just glanced the cushion, cue ball behind the green. I think it's on. Good shot. So just locking the frame down now. 3:15 to go by the time Mohamed plays his shot. No, and it's a foul. It's ball in hand. That'll be it. That will be it, I think.
Greene 4. Start the clock.
Yeah, you fear so.
One.
Another Leicester man that we saw, of course, Ben Wollaston earlier. Louis Heathcote coming up next against Ollie Lyons. And then it's Jimmy White against Adam Duffy. Barry Hawkins also up later on. So the first day of the shootout comes towards its conclusion. This match coming towards its conclusion unless there's a late twist.
14. Greene 14.
2 minutes left. Could do with this in. Yeah, had to go really.
Yes, a lot of these frames, I mean, this one obviously is now gone, but a lot of them when they come towards the end, it kind of depends the type of chance that you get. If you can keep the cue ball under close orders, then you can rack up a lot of points, but in a short space of time. But the cloth's that quick, you know. The minute you start the cue ball running around like, you know, this red is doing, you just don't get any control.
I think that's the problem as well, isn't it? Because of the nature of these frames, the balls often go to cushions, they go scrappy, the colours very quickly seem to be off their spot. So it's not always straightforward when you're trailing, even if you get a chance really to put anything substantial together. But that's the harem-scarum nature of this event, isn't it? And we saw Mark Williams, he just got in earlier on, played a frame as if it was a normal frame of snooker. That can happen as well.
One.
We've had close finishes, we've had all sorts today already. .42 seconds. The big colours are available, but he's going to have to get his skates on to get anywhere near Gerald Greene here.
Yes, and the other thing that some more experienced players have, they have
15.
time served in this tournament, so they've learned from, they've all made mistakes, and tons of them. But they do learn very quickly.
Asif 15.
Well, he's going to offer his hands, so it is Gerald Greene who becomes the latest man into the second round of the shootout. No joy there for him. I come tonight, Louis Heathcote against Oliver Lyons, and then, of course, Jimmy White takes on Adam Duffy.